Yo, what's up, guys? Audio, and today I'm gonna talk about my Patriots today losing 24-10 to the Buffalo Bills. I'm gonna be really honest. This video, this was an absolutely horrific, terrible game on both sides of the ball. As the Patriots, we pride this team on defense, and the defense today was not good. Our cornerback one, Jonathan Jones, who last year was our slot, our nickel corner. As we had both AC Jackson and Stephon Gilmore before he got traded to the Panthers after the contract disputes and all that, he got absolutely burned. He got spinned around and literally just dominated all games today. Last week as well, Jonathan Jefferson had his way with him. Jonathan Jones, he's in a contract year. He's talking on Twitter like, hey, I'm not 100% committed to coming back to the Patriots next season. Jonathan Jones, buddy, back-to-back weeks, you've gotten absolutely killed by two of the top five, in my opinion, wide receivers in football. Justin Jefferson, either one or two, and Diggs, who I have in my top five. So, Jonathan Jones, what the fuck are we doing? The defense today as a whole, like I said, the Bills today, they got 9 out of 15 today on third down. They had 22 first down to our 14. They had 72 plays to our 51. I mean, Kyle Duggar almost had a pick, so that was decent, I guess. And then we got a flag on Jonathan Jones. We have like so much, like every single time there's a third down, I feel like we just didn't get a stop. Like, I would love to have a fluid offense where it feels like every single time you have a third down, oh yeah, we have like a 90% chance of actually getting that. With our offense, it's like, yeah, third down. Today we were 3 for 12. How do you win a football game? You're 3 of 12 on third down. I mean, the offensive line today as well just did not play well. Trent Brown came in. He got a flag. He had some miscues. Cole Strange, one of our best O-linemen this season, he had a flag. I forgot what his name is, McDermott. I forgot who he's filling in for on the offensive line, but he got a flag. He was holding hella. David Andrews came back today. Shout out to him. They also get called for a flag. So how many O-linemen of us got flags today? Holy troll. We had 6 penalties today for 63 yards. Today 6 for 52. We put on the ball 6 times today with Michael Pilardi, and you just can't win a football game like that. I mean, I think he had 4 early in the first half. Late in the second half of the game, only ended up with 6 punts. But Nick Folk misses a kick. It's just, how do you win a football game like this? I mean, Jonathan Jones, Jack Jones, like, my guys, like, I fuck with y'all heavy, but today, y'all got killed. Y'all got dominated. Stephon Diggs was literally owning us today. Like, I know he's a top tier wide receiver, but like, it just sucks. Like, can we have a wide receiver one? Like, Jacoby Myers is cool, Devontae Parker is cool, but how about us? Why not us? Why can't we get a wide receiver one? We got a sophomore Mac Jones. Can you give him a guy that you can just throw the ball to consistently? But like, yeah, that's the guy right there. That's wide receiver number 1. We don't have that. We just don't. We just don't. All right, on to the offense today. Mac Jones has, in my opinion, pretty mid-game. 22 for 36, 185 yards and a touchdown. To Marcus Jones. That was absolutely beautiful. And then after that, we did not score until literally the tail end of the game on a Nick Folk field goal. After he missed his first like 48 yards by literally hitting the crossbar. Not hitting the crossbar, he literally hit right the uprights. It was just a smidge off, and then it just deflected off of it. But that was unfortunate. And Mac Jones very close to getting a pick today. Thankfully dropping Jordan Poyer. We had a couple of solid reach. I go on a deep ball late in the game to Tyquan Thornton, the speedster. Just didn't really have it. I hate to see Mac Jones throw off his back foot, throw on the run. You're not Josh Allen. You're not Patrick Mahomes. Stop trying to throw on the run. Just throw it out of bounds. He also did get called for intentional grounding, almost getting a safety in the end zone. So that was very, very close. But Mac Jones, very mid-game. Last game, you had 382 yards. Definitely looked a lot better. I mean, you go up against arguably the best defense of football right now, the Buffalo Bills. So I would thought Von Miller is so dominating because they have Greg Rousseau, my bad, and Espinosa coming back in today, as well as Terrell Emmons or Tremaine Emmons. I forgot which one is which, but one of the Edmonds. So there's that. Then Ramondre Stevenson today again putting this team on his absolute back, even in the loss. 10 carries, 54 yards. Look good today. he looked good today. As usual, no Damian Harris, so he came in. And then Mac ran the ball 3 times for 7 yards. Definitely felt like it was a lot more than 7 yards, but I guess. And then Kevin Harris came in today with no Damian Harris. He ran the ball 1 time for -1 yards, and Coach Belichick just said, sit the fuck on the bench. And then Marcus Jones today. Marcus Jones is him. Good to see him on the offense for the first time, I believe, in his NFL career. Today for Marcus Jones, 2 receptions, 51 yards, and a touchdown right here.
1 for each guy. And that's caught here. And Marcus Jones inside the 20. Marcus Jones down the sideline. Touchdown.
Absolutely beautiful, absolutely majestical. Tackle throw on the rookie, 2 receptions, 31 yards. Then Roger Stevenson, I really feel like he had a lot more yards, but he only has 6 receptions for 24 yards. Like I said, really feel like he had a lot more. Getting a lot of those screen passes, getting a lot of those dump downs, and then just making really good plays after the catch. Really love to see that. Just an absolute beast, just an absolute freight train. A little kind of bringing me back to the memories of us having LeGarrette Blount, my bad for mispronunciation once again. But yeah, definitely shades of him. Just a big back that you don't take down after the first hit. You gotta have to have like multiple guys miss tackles, go ahead and eventually tackle it, because he's an absolute beast. He's an absolute freight train. Jacoby Myers today, a very quiet game out of our wide receiver number 1. 3 receptions, 22 yards. He didn't have a big hit at the end of the game by Hamlin, I believe, on the safety for the Bills. So getting ejected after the game. After the play, he really just like helmet to helmet hit on Jacoby Myers. He had a catch in the end zone. He would have gotten, obviously, if he didn't get hit. And then obviously we don't end up scoring. So that's unfortunate. Nelson Aguilar had a pretty good play in the beginning of the game. 2 receptions for 17 yards. Devontae Parker, 2 for 16. Kendrick Bourne, 1 for 15. And Hunter Henry, 2 for 13 as well. Then John Smith, 2 for 6 again, just sharing the ball. Still not getting 200 passing yards. So another day, another throw. Defense today. Jonathan Jones, did not look good, but Josh Uche today. Josh Uche is ascending. If there's one plus in his game, at least for now, I'm gonna give this plus to Josh Uche. Josh Uche, the former Michigan linebacker, he has, I don't want to say he's had a monster year, but recently he's been an absolute monster. 2 sacks today from him, also 6 tackles as well. Absolutely huge. Seeing him get on Quisenberry, who's filling in for the Dogs at left tackle, just able to go right past that freak and absolutely own him. So I absolutely love to see that. As Josh Uche, man, I'm proud of my boy Josh Uche. Yeah, outside of that, though, the defense did not look good. Mac Wilson should have got Josh Allen out of bounds on a play that hits Gabe Davis, and then everybody gives up on the defense, and they get a touchdown to Gabriel Davis. So that was unfortunate. That was our only 2 sacks of the day. They had no picks, and Nick Folk missed a field goal. So that's basically the Patriots. And then for the Bills, Josh Allen today, 22 for 33, 223 yards and 2 touchdowns. James Cook got a bulk of the carries today. I mean, he had 1 more than Singletary, but he looked pretty good today, sadly for us. Like I was saying about Josh Allen, he had a solid game, nothing too crazy. I mean, he did make a couple of insane throws. He did have that touchdown to Gabriel Davis. Like, Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things, but he really didn't need to do too much. The running game today really just stepped up, which is a rarity for the Bills, because the running game usually is decent at best, right under league average. Today was actually pretty good, which is unfortunate for us. 14 carries, 69 yards. Devin Singletary, 30 for 51 in the touchdown. Josh Allen, 8 for 20. And yeah, and then Stephon Diggs, like I said, he absolutely torched us today. 7 receptions, 92 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 5 for 44. James Cook, the running back, 6 for 41. Naeem Hines, a former Indianapolis Colt, 1 for 21. Then Gabe Davis, 2 for 15 in a touchdown in the back of the end zone off that player. Mac Wilson literally was pushing Josh Allen out of bounds. Josh Allen, obviously, an absolute play train. However much he weighs, like 6'7", just absolutely just rocking. Gabe Davis back in the end zone. Jonathan Jones, I forgot who else was near him, just gave up on the play, and after that was over. I believe it was Kyle Duggar as well. And that was basically a Dawson Knox that he has in an offer. So whoever has Dawson Knox in fantasy, that's tough. That's tough. And then they got they only got 1 sack. I mean, the O-line played bad, but they weren't playing. They didn't give up many sacks per se, but they just were playing bad, if that makes sense at all. The only sack they got today was from AJ Espinosa, like I said, just returned this week. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Then they just randomly just end up benching or giving a DMP to Kyrie Elam, the first round pick out of Florida, who's been playing pretty good this year. So to see him getting benched is pretty interesting. And Tre'Davious White is back, so there's that. But yeah, Pats was 24-10. Absolutely disgusting. At the beginning of the game, like, yeah, this game will gauge how I feel about this team this season, going against the Buffalo Bills. And coming back today, I have an absolutely awful taste in my mouth after that loss, 24-10. Yeah, it could have been 24-14, but still. So many punts, about getting third down stops for the second week in a row, going up against another really good offense. It's not cutting it, man. It's just not cutting it. And Matt Patricia, how is this guy used to be coaching our defense, go to coaching a line? That doesn't work out. You bring him back to be our OC. He's a defensive coordinator running the offense. Like, Bill Belichick. I'm not thinking Jim Scrutiny right here, but what are we doing? I know you have connection. You couldn't get a guy like, I don't know. You know people. You know the higher ups that are just intellectual offensive guys. You go out and say, yeah, let me get Joe Judge, the guy that ran that troll play for the Giants a couple years back. And he was a former associate or employee or something. I forgot what he was with the Patriots, and became the Giants head coach. And they're like, yeah, well, both of you guys can run the offense. Sure, man. Why not, man? Why not? But not. After 6-6, the playoff hopes are dwindling week by week. At this rate, next week we go up against the Arizona Cardinals, which I hope is when this is a loss. Season's basically over. That's not premature at all. We would be 6-7 with 4 weeks left to get the Raiders, Bengals, Dolphins, and Bills once again. So next week is a must-win on Monday Night Football against Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, who have just been an absolute laughingstock of the NFL. If you lose that game, I will officially give up on the season as a terms of the Patriots playoff host, but we'll see. Next week is a must-win. Coming into this game, I know it will be tough. It would be really tough for us to go out and win, even though we were home. So there's also that. But hey, tough loss. Let's go to Arizona next week and get the W, because actually, pretty sure are we on a bye next week? Did we already have a bye? Oh no, we're not on a bye. We're not on a bye. I forgot it's Thursday, so we know we played the 12. We played in 11 days. So yeah, but tough loss. I guess just win next week against Arizona, and so I gotta say, man, GG's to the Bills and the Bills fans out there. It's not good, man, not good. But other than that, yo, that is the video. So go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up, message, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. Boy John. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.